This is a microfarm for crops, and it's pretty small. It's a 3x3x2. Oh, and here's 6 others. And even though they're small, they're also very effective, and they're easy to build. So starting off with the crop farm, you need farmland, a water bucket, 3 dispensers, a lever, a piston, an observer, 5 redstone dust, and some blocks. You also need a 3x3 area. So I would start off placing a water bucket over here. Then I would place a farmland right next to water so it gets hydrated. Then I would place a dispenser here. I should make sure all the dispensers are facing the farmland. Then a block here so I could place a dispenser over the water. Then we need to surround the dispensers and blocks. So make 2 L shapes like this. And then we could place an observer on top of this dispenser. This is our clock. Then we're going to place all this redstone so it activates all 3 dispensers. Then we also need a piston here, pushing the crops into a block. Finally, you can place a lever down here. Then you click it again to actually start it. Then, almost forgot to fill the dispensers with bone meal. I can start this again, and this works best with seeds, but the bad thing about I'm not hungry, but bad thing about you using carrots and potatoes is that what the hell is going on with my carrots? The thing with carrots and potatoes is that you have to time in perfectly so that you don't eat them. Now for this one, all you need is a water bucket, a piston, an observer, 1 block, 1 piece of redstone dust, and a minecart with a hopper. You also need a 1x3. Now I would actually start off with replacing this block with a water bucket. This is so we could grow the sugarcane on this. This is so we could grow the sugarcane on this block. Then I'd actually do some temporary blocks, place a piston, then place the piston up here so that when it activates, it only leaves the bottom one. Then you place it. Now you go behind it and place an observer with the face facing the sugarcane. This is so when it breaks. It didn't work because I didn't really activate it. You need to place a block behind the piston with a redstone dust activating it. There you go. And to place a minecart, you actually need a rail up there and then break this block so that it falls. And of course, it's stackable. Now, having too many entities like a minecart can actually lag your game. So I actually surround it with glass instead of placing each minecart at each sugarcane. Instead, I put the minecart down here, and that's how I built my collection system. Now, you don't need an observer at every single one. You just need one. You can do an observer at every single one, but all you need is some blocks to surround it so that the sugarcane doesn't pop on top of the pistons. That's all you need. Next up, we got this melon farm, and it's pretty small. It's a 3x3x2. Now for this one, all you need is 1 farmland, 2 pieces of dirt, a water bucket, an observer, 2 pistons, 2 redstone dust, and 4 blocks. And of course, you need a 3x3 area. Now, I was actually wrong. You need 6 blocks, and I would actually start off with placing blocks like this in a U shape, and then a block up here, kind of like a crown, with the farmland over here, and the water bucket. You need to do this first so the water bucket doesn't spill everywhere. And then on top of that water bucket, you could place your observer. This is gonna see the changes in your pumpkin. I actually made a mistake there. You need to place the observer with the face facing towards the pumpkin. I accidentally destroyed it. Then I will place 2 pistons here so that it picks up the pumpkin. So it would pick up the pumpkin or the melon, either one. And you need to form, and then you could place 2 redstone dust here, which will activate the pistons. Finally, you can place down your seed. Now, just like the sugarcane, it's also stackable. You could build it towards this way or up. You're just basically repeating the same design over and over again. Next, we got this cactus farm. Now, this one is actually pretty inefficient. Now, again, this is pretty small. It's a 2x1x3, and all you really need is 1 sand, 1 cactus, 1 trapdoor, and a minecart. And of course, a 2x1. Now, to actually go cactus, it needs to be on sand. So we place that with sand, place the cactus there. Then I actually would do this next. I actually place a temporary block, but some trapdoor or glass pane or whatever, because when it grows, this breaks. but you need to place a minecart perfectly in the middle. Lava. Next up, we got this lava farm, and it's pretty small. It's one block. It's a 1 by 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 1 by 4. I guess technically it's a 3 by 3 by 4 because of these trap doors, but it's still pretty small. And all you need for this is a cauldron, a dripstone, stone, and something to hold the lava, and of course the lava itself. And then on top of this one block, you place a cauldron. We place a temporary block for now, some stone, and then I'm actually gonna surround this with stone to make it easier on myself. And then on top, and then between all these blocks, you place your lava. And as you can see, it's dripping lava already. But you need a dripstone to actually drip it into the cauldron. This is how you get the lava. Now all you need for this is some blocks to surround the golem. Then you also need 2 snow blocks, a pumpkin from your pumpkin farm, and some shears. And even though I show a 3 by 3, technically you just need one block. I went down by 1 so that it would be shorter, but you need to place some blocks here and surround this area with some blocks. Then you need to place some snow in the middle. I built up by 2 with a pumpkin out here and shear it so that you could get your ice golem. Now every time you break this block, it just generates snow like crazy.